What's up everyone, Patrick here, welcome back, and moving on to the next question, still dealing with counting. So you were recommended 12 different movies to watch and decided to watch 3 of those 12 this weekend. Number 1, how many possibilities for the group of 3 movies do you have to choose from? Number 2, if you're asked to rank the 3 movies from most to least liked, how many ways can the rankings happen? So notice with number 1, the order doesn't matter there. We're just picking 3 movies out of the 12. They're not saying we're going to watch the movies in a certain order. We just have to pick 3 of the 12. So notice number 1 is going to be pretty simple. It's just going to be 12, choose 3, because that order doesn't matter. So 12, choose 3, if we were to work with this, this would be 12 factorial over 3 factorial times 9 factorial, 12 minus 3. And then the 12 factorial, this would equal, you know what, let me actually do it over here. It would be 12 times 11 times 10 times 9 factorial over the 3 factorial is 3 times 2 times 1. The 1 we don't have to write, and then the 9 factorial, notice those would cancel out. That's why I took the 12 factorial and rewrote it like that. Now 3 goes into 12 4 times, 2 goes into 10 5 times, and so 4 times 11 is 44, times 5 gives us 220. So that is the answer to number 1. There are 220 possibilities. 220 ways you can choose 3 movies from a list of 12. Now in number 2, we're told if you're asked to rank the 3 movies from most to least liked, how many ways can the rankings happen? So notice in this case, the order is going to matter. And there's actually 2 different ways to do this, I'll show you. So the first way is you can think of this as 2 separate events. So first you have to pick the 3 movies, which we know there is 12 choose 3 ways to actually pick the movies. But then once you have those 3 movies picked, what's going to happen is you're going to have to rank them 1, 2, 3. Right? Let's say this is like the most liked and this is going to be the least liked. So first you got to pick the 3 movies, which would be here, but then you have to rank them. And so those 3 movies, if we rank them, how many ways can we choose the most liked movie? 3 different ways. And then there would be 2 ways to choose this one, and then 1 remaining here. So notice this is 3 factorial. So this would end up being 3 factorial over here. Okay, so it's this is choosing the movies, and then once we have the 3 movies chosen, we have to rank them. And so this represents the ranking. And so when you multiply this, we know 12 choose 3 is 220. 3 factorial is 6. 220 times 6 would give us 1320. So the answer to number 2 is 1320. Now another way to do it is we don't have to look at these as separate events. We can just say, well, if we're going to rank them, the order is going to matter for choosing those 3 movies. And so this would be most, this would be least liked. If we look at all 12 movies, how many ways can we choose our most liked movie? 12 different ways. Then there would be 11 to choose from here, and then 10 to choose from there. Right? So we can say this is like 12 permutation 3, meaning 10 times 11, or 12 times 11 times 10. Right, we're multiplying it 3 times. So 12 times 11 times 10 would give us that 1320 as well. Right, so 2 different ways to go about it. Personally, I usually would go with this way, but some textbooks, some profs may show you this way as well, so thought I would too.